Overall, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
No touching of gloves, didn't look at each other.
I'm excited about this one, man. I think this is going to be a good scrap. I think it's going to be a very, very technical fight to start, and I think somebody's going to have to dig down deep and step outside themselves to come pull off this victory tonight.
I know that Andy Vences is very conscious that he needs to do that he needs to impress tonight to capture the imagination, not only of the fight fans, but of the promoters to say, okay, man, we really want to give you that opportunity because we think you can win a world title. There's a lot of guys at 130 that would be a great fight. Burchell, Gervonta, Machado, Tevin Farmer. I mean, there's talent in this division, but if you're just going to counter and wait, there's already that guy. He's Tevin Farmer.
Well, I get all of that, but, you know, Vences is doing one thing right. He's winning his matches. You know, I don't care how you say, oh, how he looked. He didn't look this, he looked that. I mean, when are we going to stop protecting,
Stop.
you know,
Step back.
the young fighter? Let him fight for a world championship if he gets this win tonight.
There he goes, spoken like a true champion. You see the height difference in favor of Bell, who's working well on the outside. He's allowing Vences to take the initiative early and making him pay when he tries to close the distance.
Bell is your typical boxer. You know, he can mix it up in there in the inside as well, but he wants to maintain distance outside. That's where he's going to have his advantage. Beautiful shot right there. Nice short right hand by Bell as he timed Vences as he tried to attack.
Vences has been working out of the snack facility in Northern California since early on in his career. That's a benefit that not a lot of young fighters get.
You know, Snack, I don't know too much about them. I just know that they work with a lot of top athletes out there. You know, and I see some of the stuff you know, on YouTube. You know, some of the things they use, the breathing oxygen machines and all this stuff and training techniques. Looks interesting.
The hypoxia machine.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Hypoxia machine?
The mask,
have
yeah.
Have you done it?
No, I'm good. I like breathing. But it's supposed to do a lot for your conditioning because it lowers the amount of oxygen you get. So when you're in those late rounds of a fight, you're used to, you know, not being able to breathe. And so that's one of the functions of that mask.
Man, I ain't never used none of that crazy stuff.
Yeah, but your dad had you running up the tramway.
Exactly. That's, you do it the hard way. Absolutely. Old school. All that breathing stuff, altitude and all that. I ain't never trained in any of that, man.
Yeah, but you had Big Ray working you.
That's right.
Shout out to Big Ray, one of my favorites. Best experience is sitting there with you and your dad listening to stories. Whew, could laugh for hours.
A lot of childhood memories.
Yes, sir. A nice body work there from Vences. I mean, you got to take what you can get, right? I think that Bell already established the range, established some respect, and Vences understands that to get inside, he's got to pay the price. All right, it's a pleasure to have Max Kellerman and the guys join us for some analysis as we look ahead to Fury Shorts.
Champ looks nice and relaxed in his Versace robe. See his crew behind him, at least our crew with the cameras. Andre, what's going through the champ's mind right now? You've been there.
He's trying to manage the nerves. He's trying to stay calm. And this was a key point for me and most fighters where you remind yourself on why you're here.
Mark?
Let's not forget the relaxed boss of the camp, Ben Davison. You see him there in the shot. At 24 years old, he got the job of being not just Tyson Fury's trainer, but to help him come back as a human being, to be the agent of his recovery. And they did that through repetition in the gym.
Look at how relaxed the champ is. He fights relaxed, guys. He can go 12 rounds, just box and box and box. Bernardo?
Yeah, but a lot of people want to see if he can equal what Deontay Wilder did against Dominic Brazil and put on a show in his Las Vegas debut. Great content real quick from Max and
it was good content, but if I can get that robe that the champ had on, it'll be a blanket on me.
Oh man. Versace on the floor because you'll be dragging it all the way. Ooh, what a left hook that Bell wanted to land, and Vences just got away from it by an inch.
Yeah, he got out right in time. But, you know, what Vences is doing is he's trying to, you know, break Bell down to the body. He's shooting the jab down to the body, but every now and then he'll make a mistake and he'll pull back out in the range. And that's when Bell, with the longer arms and the good IQ, catches him on the way out.
And you look at Vences, who stands 5'8½", and you know Albert Bell's at 6 feet. Who's the tallest fighter you fought, and what's the biggest challenge you had in dealing with that?
6'2", having to take punishment on the way in to get to the inside. It's tough. I think I want to say Racon. I forget it. I think it's Juan Racon.
Okay.
He's a tough guy, about 6'2". And, you know, I mean, my face was bruised up after that fight. But I had to take a lot of punishment to get into his kitchen, to slow him down and to pressure him and to take the win, man.
Yeah, here so far in this second round, it's been the long arms of Bell, the way he's been able to use his range to dictate early on. But you see Vences is thinking in there. Vences is trying to figure out a way to get inside on Bell. So far, a lot of catching a lot of wind, though, with those gloves. Bell's defense is slick.
It's slick. It is. Good movement and great timing. You know, I have to say, you know, one of the ways, good right hand right there, one of the ways to get really good timing is you got to spar. That's where you develop your timing at sparring, you know, smart sparring. And also, another way to get sharper with your punches is, you see the little hand mitts that you hold? That's how you get sharp with your punches. And you can see that Bell has done a lot of hand mitt work and a lot of sparring for this fight. Yeah,
quick hands from Bell. 2 of the 3 shots land on Vences, who was going straight back once again. And if Bell can time him right, he can make him pay. Ooh, nice combination. Both guys land the overhand right there. But Vences gets caught with the left hook as Bell follows up. Vences trying to go to the body with the jab there.
Vences is trying to set up something over the top. He's trying to get Bell to sit still. He's shooting the jab down to the body, and eventually you're going to see the looping right hand come from Andy Vences.
Round 2 of a scheduled 10-round fight here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, as we lead up to our ESPN Plus Las Vegas debut of Tyson Fury. And to be honest, the champ is as relaxed as you can be. Double pillow, Versace robe, yawning, putting me to sleep.
He portal called Papa.
When I became a father, just seeing a person come into this world made me appreciate life. And my grandkids, they're growing, and I want to keep up. And with Portal, you know, I feel like I'm almost there. They may leave your house, but they don't leave your heart.
You'll give the men in your life a gift as great as they are. Good on you. This Father's Day at Men's Warehouse, take 60% off all casual wear. Select designer sport coats are $179.99, plus all dress shirts are 3 for $99.99. Now through Sunday, find the perfect gift. Only at Men's Warehouse.
Inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena, Tyson Fury loves his fans. No matter what the age, they come on into the locker room. You talk about being relaxed. This is supposed to be a sacred moment, but he's so comfortable in his own skin.
Yeah, he's the people's champion,
yes,
baby.
Sir.
You know, he behaves like a professional all the time.
All right, so we've talked about Andy Vences, and, you know, to me, that draw against Eric De Leon stands out. We called that fight, and it just seemed like he just stuck to the game plan. He didn't go outside of it. And, you know, a lot of times you say, if only he'd stuck to his game plan, he would have won the fight. With Vences, it seems like the opposite. He needs to deviate from the game plan and take some risks.
Well, you got to take some risks. And Vences was trying to play it safe in that fight. And he, you know, I thought he won the fight, honestly.
Yes,
I thought he won the fight clearly. I mean, he landed the harder, cleaner punches.
Hands-free.
You know, but, you know, there's times in the ring, especially right now, you know, Vences is going to have to figure it out right now. He's getting picked off on the way in by Bell. And what he needs to do is he needs to feint. He needs to clear some of this stuff up. If he throws the feint, then it'll kind of disrupt the timing of Bell.
There's a jab to the body from Andy Vences. And, you know, Bell's just trying to set up that overhand right.
Bell just picking. He's just picking his shots right now. Vences has no clue of what's going on. He's just trying to get inside. I think that's what the game plan is, to get inside, but he got to know how.
Nice uppercut there from Andy Vences, but, you know, Bell takes it, just keeps ticking and goes to the body. Good dig there.
Nice
Bell.
Nice hook. He caught Bell on the way out. Whoa, nice hook by Bell. It's starting to heat up now.
You mentioned it. It might be tactical early on, but things are starting to heat up. And here's the Shark trying to smell some blood and close the distance on Albert Bell.
That was beautiful work. And then Bell, you see him how he steps in and he ties up Andy Vences. And you see how calm he is right now. Ooh, headbutt.
Oh, and right in the mouth. Right on the nose.
See that there. Time. A little bit. Come here, Doc. I got an accidental.
What's that feel like, Tim?
Man, I don't know. I know some of my opponents got it. Boom. Oh, my goodness.
It's like a cheekbone.
Yeah, right on the cheekbone.
Together. Yeah, so I say accidental. Yeah.
He's coming in. Andy Vences is coming in with his head and trying to throw a right hook to the body.
No knockdown.
So Tony Weeks, very attentive, went over to the commission, said accidental headbutt, no knockdown, making sure everything's good. He makes sure that Albert Bell gets checked out by the doctor.
Just look at me when I look to your eyes. Okay. I think you're good to go. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, you good?
Good to go.
Okay.
What you want to do?
Behave like a fighter.
You got to behave like a fighter, man. Absolutely.
Here we go. Time in, let's go.
Tony Weeks warns Andy Vences, watch out with the head. It was accidental. Both guys were trying to jockey for position and land a punch. Vences having a better third round. But still, Bell working on the outside. You see those quick hands.
Quick, long, nice little movement from Bell.
The shoulder roll there. You know, just comes off that right.
Nice setup uppercut there by Bell.
Oh, nice right hand by Vences.
That's what Bell has to be cautious of. The looping shots from Andy Vences. He's going to keep coming all night long. But he has to be careful not to get clipped, especially late in this fight.
Good third round for the fighter out of Northern California, Andy.
You deliberately commit a foul.
Taking you inside of Tyson Fury's locker room, where Kenny Bayless, the third man in the ring tonight, is giving final instructions.
Now, when you're working inside, if a glove goes under the arm and it's the same thing with your opponent, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to work out of the clinch. I'm not even saying work out of this, work out of this. But I will not allow you to lock and throw. If I see that, I'll give the command break or stop. At that time, you are to stop what you're doing, protect yourself, and take 2 steps back. Understand? Now, in the event that you knock your opponent to the ground, and from all the excitement, you pop your opponent while he's down, that one punch could cost you 2 points, or the severity of punches you disqualification. Lastly, if you guys are exchanging at the end of the bell, and the bell sounds, and your opponent throws a punch after the bell, when you flip it and retaliate, it's going to cost you. I'm going to do it at all times. I just ask you to listen to my commands or have a clean, fair fight. And I'll be
That's why he's one of the best in the business. Kenny Bayless says, hey, any questions? It should be as clear as day what my rules are inside that ring.
I love that.
All right, Vences got caught a couple times there with Bell coming in, and he was able to land a nice shot. But as of right now, the ratio favors Bell substantially. And, you know, Vences has to change that.
Well, it's a tough task. You know, he's a shorter opponent. You know, he doesn't have the reach advantage as well. He's in there with a slick boxer, a guy that knows what he's doing.
I got you. Stop.
There he got caught with the uppercut from Bell as he was coming in, and then more importantly, the shoulder of Bell kind of stopped him in his tracks.
And you see the speed advantage for Bell as well. You know, high IQ. Look at this, but he has a lot of hand speed that's giving Andy Vences problems.
sometimes you see fighters who are so long that it takes them a while to get that shot. How is Bell able to be so Cobra quick? I'm not gonna be blasphemous and say, you know, Tommy Hearns like, but that jab comes out quick, man.
It does. He just some fighters just have those quick hands. And Bell, he doesn't have a whole lot of power. You can see he don't have a whole lot of knockouts. But his gift is speed.
Yes. That's why I couldn't put him in that category with Tommy Hearns.
The Cobra.
Oh, man. But it's Cobra quick, just doesn't have the venom with it.
Right. He has the timing.
Yes.
Beautiful right hand.
Catches Vences coming in. Vences catching them going backwards. I mean, this fight can turn.
Discover card? Hi, do you have a travel card? We do. The Discover It Miles card. Earn unlimited 1.5 miles on every purchase. Plus, we'll match your miles at the end of your first year. You'll match my miles? Yeah, mile for mile. And no blackout dates or annual fee. Nice. I was thinking about taking a scuba diving trip. I love that. Or maybe go surfing. Or not. Okay, maybe somewhere else. Maybe a petting zoo. Can't go wrong. Can't get eaten.
Earn miles. We'll match them at the end of your first year. Plus, no annual fee or blackouts. The Discover It Miles card.
I want it.
I can't believe it. That cop brought his karaoke machine?
Nothing but a heartache.
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico.
Tell me why.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin. No.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Glad you're here with us on ESPN2 from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. We're taking you into the locker room of Tyson Fury, who will be headlining on ESPN+. The lineal heavyweight champion will defend his mythical belt against Tom Schwartz out of Germany. Describe the difference from what Tyson Fury is doing in his locker room and what the scene would be in a Tim Bradley locker room when you were in here.
Well, first of all, I was a serious customer, man. I didn't really allow a lot of people into my locker room. You know, every fighter's different. You know, Tyson Fury, he's the people champion.
Big right hand there from the Vences, catches Bell.
He's been here before, you know, and he's okay with that. Vences caught him with the right hand.
Yes, sir. All right, we're here in the 5th round. He misses with the left hook. And here's Kenny Bayless now giving instructions to Tom Schwartz. Getting the translation as well into German.
If the fouls continue, when I stop the action and give that hard warning, at my discretion, I'm going to start conducting points. If I feel it was deliberate, I don't have to give any warning. I can take up to 2 points off the score. Now, if they're working inside, and the glove goes under the arm, and the other arm is free, I'll give them the opportunity to work out of the clinch.
Tim, I want you to comment on this when we're done here, okay?
I might say work out in there.
Come on, hands free, hands free, hands free, hands free. Stop.
I will not allow you.
Good.
Just as he was saying, I'll let you work out, Vences and Bell were working out. What do you think about the instructions, Tim?
No, I mean, you know, I love when the ref gives clear instructions because then I know what I can get away with when I step foot in that ring.
Still going to test it, right?
You know, you got to, this is professional boxing, man. You got to test it every now and then.
Nice right hand from Bell. Once again, catching Vences coming in. Good combination from Bell. And once again, it's that right hand as Vences steps straight back.
The reason why Vences keep getting hit is because he keeps stepping straight back.
And once again, very efficient, and there's just nothing coming back from Vences until he finally lands those 2 right hands. When Vences lands, he gets a reaction from Bell. He's just not able to do it consistently.
No, he can't because of the distance. He has to step in behind it. But Vences is a natural counterpuncher, so he normally want to get in and then get out. He has to stay in.
All right, we're halfway through this fight. A scheduled 10th rounder. ESPN Plus is the exclusive home of lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, who takes on Tom Schwartz tonight at 10 Eastern. Go to ESPNplus.com or the ESPN app to sign up for only $4.99 a month. ESPN Plus is an absolute must for fight fans, featuring exclusive live fights and a library of legendary fighters and moments, featuring all-time greats such as Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, and Sugar Ray Leonard. Sign up for ESPN Plus to watch today's Fury Schwartz fight on your favorite device. Just visit ESPNplus.com or download the ESPN app. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Tom Schwartz in the locker room having a little bit of caffeinated drinks right before he starts the fight.
What, a Diet Coke before you get in the ring? What is that? I don't care if you're a heavyweight. You do not drink a Diet Coke before you step foot into a prize fight. Come on now.
You know what's interesting as we go back?
Get over there. Get over there.
Man. He done lost his mind.
Something wrong with
nah, you good.
Right glove of.
You do it on the next round. Time, man. Let's go.
Well, what I was going to say is Isaac Lowe, I was in the locker room before the fight started. They would not allow him to drink a Diet Coke. Something about the caffeine. No, it's interesting.
I mean, the caffeine is fine, man. It's all the sugar and stuff, man. You're going to come down from that. Exactly.
Dedication of a fighter. Everybody has their own, what they do and what they don't do.
And I mean, you got to think about the bubbles too in that thing, man. You be burping up in the ring, get hit with body shots and stuff. Oh, no. Not a good look.
Double left hook there from Bell.
Next thing we're doing is a shot of Mayer, a shot of Crespo, and you're leading the Crespo sound talking about why she got into boxing. That's our next fight.
Bell trying to land that big looping left. He does a lot better with his right hand. I think he's very successful with that overhand right, just very straight and crisp to the jaw. Vences Bell seemed to go down his glove touch, but it wasn't due to a punch.
Every time Bell doesn't use his jab, Vences finds a way to get inside and he lands some of them power shots. But I want to see Vences go down to the body a little bit more to weaken Bell and to take those quick reflexes away from him.
We're 6 rounds in, and Vences still looking for that key to change the tempo of this fight.
He does. He just has to attack. He made him miss right there, but he has to make him pay. He has to get on him. And he can't pull out. See how he pulls out? Yes. Pulls right back into the line of fire. When you're fighting a taller guy, you have to stay close. You worked your way to get in the inside. You can't allow him to tie you up. You got to be rough and tough, and you got to make it difficult for a taller fighter if you're the shorter man.
You're expending all the energy. You're doing all the work. And then your opponent gets all the credit for one shot as you're walking back.
Exactly. But I like what I saw right there from Andy Vences. Getting rough, getting tough in the inside.
It's as if he's listening to you, Tim.
He might be. I don't know if he can hit me from there, but he might be. But he has a lot of experience. Andy Vences has a lot of experience, man.
This is his 24th professional fight. 22 wins, 1 draw. And he understands what's at stake. Big right hand there from Bell. He's only got 5 knockouts and 14 wins. Does a fighter out of Toledo, Ohio. So he's not a big puncher, but those punches, though, mean a lot to the judges because it snapped back the head of Vences.
But those punches right there means a lot to Vences because he just hurt Bell right there with those shots while he's on the ropes. That's the one thing, Bernardo, when you don't have the punching power to really hurt your opponent, it's very discouraging. And then if you don't have the conditioning to go along with that, you find yourself in trouble late in the fight.
Coming up next, it's Michaela Mayer, the U.S. Olympian, putting her unbeaten record on the line, as well as her top 3 ranking in every one of the organizations against Argentina's Lisbeth Crespo, who has suffered through domestic violence and says, I am a warrior because my mother taught me to be exactly that.
Yo peleo por cuestión de haber aprendido, aprender defensa personal. Una, porque siempre en mi familia vivimos violencia de género, en el sentido de que mi padre, todos los fines de semana era rutinario ir a golpear a mi mamá. Y yo de la impotencia, siendo chiquita de 6, 7 años, querer defenderla no podía porque mi papá me agarraba y me tiraba. La desesperación que te da cuando la están golpeando a tu madre y no poder hacer nada. Y bueno, eso me motivó.
Amazing story from Lisbeth Crespo. I mean, it was moments in our fighter meetings where we would just look at her and say, wow.
Bro, tears in my eyes, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, for Michaela Mayer, when you are fighting someone who's been through that since age 8, I mean, how do you beat somebody like that who's got that desire, who's got that warrior mentality?
Well, you can have the desire and you can have that warrior type mentality, you know, and it could sometimes can work in your favor. But when you have skill like Michaela Mayer, that's how you beat that. With skill, finesse, boxing ability.
It reminds me of Doran Vu. He's going to keep coming. He's going to keep coming. And that's going to be the challenge for Michaela, is to, you know, keep her wits about her and understand that, you know, she may not discourage the fighter she's got ahead of her.
Right. I mean, I get that. But, I mean, at the same time, I mean, we can dwell on what happened in the past, but look at where she's at now. Look what boxing has done for her. She's here at Madison Square Garden.
You know, she made no bones about it when
MGM Grand, I'm sorry.
Well, you know what she says when she arrived, that she thought she was at MSG, so it doesn't matter.
No,
she is at the MGM Grand, too. So you guys are on the same wavelength. But she said, look, I have no illusions. I know that I got to knock her out. She's the favorite. She's the Olympian. She's the charming daughter. I need to come in here and do something special because I'm not going to let the judges take this.
Yeah, but the only problem is, Bernardo, is that...
Oh, big combination there from Bell.
He's hurt.
Wobbled Andy Vences here in the 7th round. Big right hand and follows it up with the left once again. And Vences is going to have to dig deep here in the last minute and 20 seconds. Combination punches. And you said, doesn't matter how hard you punch, if you're crisp and you know what you're doing, which is what Bell is doing here in round number 7, you can get your man in trouble. Southpaw stance now from Vences, looking to switch things up. Now, why doesn't Bell have that killer instinct? He's got that uppercut, follows with the right, and once again, Vences is hurt.
Yeah, but Bell understands that, you know, a hurt snake is a deadly snake, and he's slowly breaking him down.
The big right hands from Bell, just rocking Andy Vences here in the 7th round.
But Bell, if he goes down to the body, he can weaken him even more. Andy Vences doing a good job in fighting back in spots, trying to time Bell.
He has a nice right hand, does Andy Vences, showing a lot of heart. You could tell he's still hurt. He's fighting on instinct here.
Yes, he is. Autopilot, we call that. Instincts, autopilot, and that comes from good conditioning and experience.
And I can't help but believe that Bell could have done more here in this 7th round, and he's letting Vences off the hook. Big right hand to punctuate what was a great 7th round for Albert Bell. Look at the look in his face as he goes back to the corner to hear from his father.
And let's see how this is set up here. Jab to the body, then a right hand over the top. Andy Vences going back in a straight line. He wobbled a little bit. It was a good shot. It wasn't, the right hand was the most effective punch right there in this sequence right here. Here it is again. Right hand. That's been the signature punch for Bell all night long. Every time he throws the right hand, he can't miss it.
To the ball. Let's go again. There you go. Here go the bucket. Mouthpiece to the ball, baby. Back to the center. Have some fun. Put them right hands on him. He can't take them. That big boy hand right hand.
Andy Vences was able to withstand that onslaught from Albert Bell in the 7th round. 3 more to go here in this, our co-feature in our ESPN2 portion of the card before we move on to ESPN Plus for Tyson Fury taking on Tom Schwartz. Opening the card will be Sullivan Barrera taking on Jesse Hart, who makes the jump to light heavyweight for the first time. So competitive action heading for you. Viewing pleasure later on this evening. But for now, there's some drama. What can Vences do to turn things around? Or what can Bell do to capitalize on what he did in round 7?
Well, you know, the mistake that Bell made in that last round, he didn't go to the body of Andy Vences. He has to go down to the body to weaken him, one, and also to bring the guards down so that way he can land the big right hand over the top. And for Andy Vences, he's fighting at the same pace You know, he's giving the same looks over and over and over. He keeps getting hit with the same punch over and over. He's not doing anything different in his approach and his attack towards Bell. He needs to switch it up.
We mentioned that early on in the fight. His biggest issue is sticking to the game plan. He doesn't have that plan B, plan C, and you know, it's very evident as he gets caught once again by the right hand coming in. Vences is talented, but he needs a guy to come to him to shine, and that's not Albert Bell. I love the eyes of Albert Bell. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's looking for.
He's educated, well-schooled, you know, got a lot of seasoning on him. Call that Lawry's seasoning. Sharp, quick.
You call it Lawry's because you a big shot, a big baller.
Ooh, nice right hand. Big right hand. He's hurt.
Once again, same right.
Same right hand. No cleanup left hook by Bell. No body work by Bell. You know, these are little things that he can improve on and work on the next time around.
And that's what you need at the elite level.
Yes.
Once you get to that level, you let a champion recover after what happened in round 7. You may not be there for round 9.
Exactly. I mean, you have to have that killer instinct, and you have to figure out a way to take him out.
You see a long left hook from Albert Bell. Vences gets caught once again. He's sloppy with the jab coming in, and overhand right from Bell makes him pay. Vences has heart.
Yeah, he does. He has a whole lot of heart, you know, but his problem is he's a natural counterpuncher. You know, most of the time when he fights guys, he's the bigger guy. He's the bigger man, so he can get in and out on guys. He's not used to being the shorter man. That's the reason why he gets in the pocket and then he gets out of range. He tries to get out of range. Well, that's a mistake for him tonight.
Yeah, because a man controlling range, especially with that big right hand, his name is Albert Bell. As we close out round 8, it's a pleasure to send it up to Max Kellerman and the guys to talk about what the night awaits.
And speaking of big right hands, Tom Schwartz has one. There he is with his wife Tessa getting ready in the locker room. They call it in boxing a dressing room. I always thought they needed a better word than dressing room. What kind of a
that means you do get dressed, Mark.
If women weaken legs, he's in trouble.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that picture right there.
That's a little bit too romantic for my taste.
Andy Ruiz upset Anthony Joshua. What kind of a shot does Schwartz have?
Rocky is the central myth in this division. The facts are better than the fable. You're wondering, could he be the next Andy Ruiz? I still can't figure out, is he playing to win or is he just playing along?
As a fighter, all you can ask for is an opportunity. Tom Schwartz has that tonight. The stage is set. The table is set. MGM Grand Las Vegas. But he has to believe he can do it, or it's just going to be another opponent on Tyson Fury's record.
From what I've seen of him, guys, I don't know what to think. Is he super relaxed, or does he not think he can win? That's the question. There's the heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. Bernardo.
Thank you, Max. What we did see was two guys yawning, and maybe that's a premonition. Somebody's going to be put to sleep tonight.
They get restless, man. Come on. You know, you back there. You've been waiting. You're getting here really early. You're waiting 3 hours in there. I mean, you do feel a little bit tired. Not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. You do feel it. But once they say, hey, 10 minutes, wrap up, glove up, and all that, oh, you're going to be awake.
That's when the mindset changes. Yeah. That's when the chip is flipped on. And now you're in competitive fight mode. A little late there with the left hook was Albert Bell as Tony Weeks was trying to step in and separate the fighters. I mean, how does Vences change this fight? Because especially in the last 3 rounds, it's been total domination from Bell from the outside.
Oh, look where he's at right now. Vences is on the outside. He needs to get in the inside. He needs to get in the pocket. And when he gets in the pocket, he needs to let his hands go to the body and to the head. That's what he needs to do. But what does he do? There he is. He gets in the pocket. Then what does he do? He pulls straight back. That's the problem.
He landed a nice right hand to the chest, but then he gets caught once again.
But why back out?
Yes, I agree.
You're there. Loop that right hand over the top. You did most of the work already.
I was about to say that. You know, you're already paying the price for being in there. You might as well get something out of it.
There's a right hand available for him. Look at the left hand of Bell. It's down. He's feeling cocky.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, right on the money, too. Now he needs to follow up more shots.
Oh, and here comes Andy Vences as Albert Bell tries to get him off of him. And Vences now, like the shark that he is, smells blood. But What's the issue now?
Mouthpiece. That right hand knocked the mouthpiece out of Bell's mouth.
All right, now was that the right moment?
Put it in, put it in, put it in, put it in.
No, that wasn't the right moment, man.
Right?
The action was heating up.
Exactly. That's the one thing that, you know, I understand fighter safety, but it's when there's a break in the action. You cannot cause that break in the action because the mouthpiece flew out.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking advantage away for the guy that's actually, you know, hitting the other guy. Come on, you can't do that.
Finally, Vences had a little bit of momentum going for him. It got cut away, and then here we go. Once again, Vences landing 2 right hands, and he's found his range here in round number 9 against Albert Bell.
See, Bell ain't been here before. The fatigue is finally starting to set in. You know, he's making a mistake by dropping that lead hand. The right hand is available for Vences. All he has to do is keep trying to throw it, and it will land.
Albert Bell has never been past 6 rounds, so he's in uncharted territory against the Shark tonight, whose name is Andy Vences. And Vences sees something that he likes here in round number 9, finally using angles, looking for a way to get inside and connect that shot that he knows he needs to connect, because he has to put down Bell to even be in this fight.
The momentum have shifted right now.
Nice left hook from Andy Vences.
In Vences' favor. Good round for Andy Vences. He found a way to land the right hand.
You talk about momentum changing and momentous moments. Well, let's remember how Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder in round 12 at the Staples Center.
I came out for round 12. I knew I was way ahead on the scorecards. He needed a knockout to win. Very unlikely that he was going to do it to me in round 12. I went out and I hit him with a great 1-2 down the pipe, and I was going to step back and hit him again, bam, bam, and it would have been over. But as I stepped back in a rookie mistake in a straight line, he threw the right hand, bam, and he caught me and put me away.
Deontay Wilder has done it! Knocking down Fury about 12!
And I remember being opening my eyes, so the referee counting, and he said, "Paul, you've got to get up, get up."
He's up. Can you continue? Wow, he got up.
The judges got it wrong on the night and gave him a draw rather than a loss. He has to thank his lucky stars that they were on his side that night, and he got a hometown decision.
Tyson Fury is now sleeping, taking a cat nap here in his locker room. And he said, in order to knock me out, you have to nail me to that ring.
I agree, because no one gets up from a Deontay Wilder's right hand, but he did. He's the only man on the planet that can say that he got up from a Deontay Wilder right hand.
Pull the Undertaker on us. The $100 million get-up is a great way that Andre Ward put it. One of the seminal moments in heavyweight history. Now you see Vences finding his range, connecting with the left hook. Is it too little, too late? I mean, there's still 2.5 minutes left, and Vences must know that this is desperation time.
It is. I believe he needs a knockout to win this fight. And he's going for it right now.
Big right hand there from Andy Vences, who changes it to a 45 hook for the right hand there, as he's finally finding his range against Albert Bell. Never been past 6 rounds, maybe a little fatigue setting in.
No, fatigue is definitely set in, and then that's a way to get a little rest. That's the second time. If it comes out again, he must take a point. He has to take a point.
That's crafty, but it's risky.
You got to find any way to win. You really do.
That's Tito Trinidad against Fernando Vargas. Low blows. Took the air out of the youngster.
Right.
Out of Oxnard, California.
That's right.
There's that right hand from Andy Vences trying to go to the body. Choppy left hook there from Andy Vences, and he's trying to get in. He's trying to land the one punch that would change the fight. 12 knockouts in 22 fights. He's got the power in his fist. But Bell's not cooperating.
You got to let those hands go.
Yes.
You know, he's waiting a little bit too long. He has to put more pressure and apply more pressure on Bell to get Bell in a bad position. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that wasn't back of the head. You got to be careful of that.
The rabbit punch. Johnny Weeks give him a final warning.
But at the same time, Bell kind of leans down.
But he didn't have to take that shot because it was there. Nice left hook there from Bell, who catches Vences sleeping as he's coming in. And those are the shots that you just cannot allow to happen.
Oh man, you see the legs of Vences right now. He is extremely hurt, but he is still fighting back. He's fighting for his career right now.
Breathing hard as Andy Vences trying to appear that he's not hurt, but wow, that shot that Albert Bell landed. Ooh, both fighters connect right there. Final 30 seconds, and it's going to be toe-to-toe action here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And now it's Bell that gets clacked with a nice left hook, and Vences, the shark, smells blood. Ooh, left hook from Bell, toe-to-toe action. I'm going to let you guys enjoy this because the punches speak louder than I can.
Stop.
Bloody nose from Andy Vences. He had Albert Bell hurt, but prior to that, it was Andy Vences who was trying to find his bearings. A dramatic 10th round. You called it early, Tim. You said at one point, these guys are going to throw down.
That's right, and that's what they did in the end. You know, both guys trying to go for the win. They're trying to separate each other, you know, separate from one another. Great action-packed round right here. Beautiful left hook by Andy Vences right there. You know, newfound territory for Bell. You know, never going 10 rounds before in his career. You know, digging down deep, finding a way to hold on and also land his shots. Vences on the other end, fighting hard, fighting back, being aggressive when need be, landing the big right hands. Hard, fighting back, being aggressive when need be, landing the big right hands on Bell. Beautiful right hand lands for Andy Vences right here.
Turned out both guys had to dig deep late in this fight, and both proved to be courageous warriors. The question is, for Andy Vences, was it too little, too late? Because he gave a lot of rounds away early. Well, he didn't give them away. It was Albert Bell's superior boxing skill from the outside that was really effective for him.
But a great finish by both fighters.
I mean, then you think, why not do this a little earlier? Could have been a different fight.
Yeah.
But that's just boxing for you. Lupe Contreras is in the center of the ring with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after going the distance here at the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. All three judges are in complete agreement, turning in identical scores of 97 to 93 in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. And new WBC Continental America Super Featherweight Champion, Prince Albert Bell.
Matter, Tim.
They do matter, especially the young fighters.